Yes, hello everyone, it's Rich and Sam back again, just talking about the fallout from all of this gambling stuff. Now, I'm sure people who've been following my YouTube channel and indeed my Twitter feed and just the scene in general will have seen what's been going on in Counter-Strike, and Valve issued a very clear statement, which I talked about in my most recent Richard Lewis show with Sir Scoots, basically saying that they were going to send out cease and desist letters to websites that were abusing their API in order to peddle skins gambling onto Steam users. So it's a very interesting time. A lot has happened in the aftermath. We're just trying to do a quick video. We're not going to break any news here. There's not going to be any guests getting involved. It's going to be hopefully short and sweet. And we're just going to try and encapsulate everything that you might have missed since this has happened. So, Sam, obviously, while we were on air doing the show with Sir Scoots, which we did on the day of the announcement, there was all sorts of shit going on. I mean, it was pretty fucking crazy, right?
Yeah, people were mid-grab and run, picking their shit up and getting the fuck out of town.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? Like, I mean, I think the first problem we're looking at is how many motherfuckers are just going to bail now. Like, I almost want to do a video on this topic. I don't know how appropriate it is. Obviously, you know, you're free to say whatever you like in a way that maybe I'm not. But, you know, I kind of almost feel like we got fucking Viking raided. Do you know what I mean? Like, all these motherfuckers came from other games, like League of Legends, Call of Duty, with their own ideas about, like, how we can use CSGO for profit, and kind of just fucking defiled our game and, like, you know, fucking just left a bunch of fucking mewling, ginger-bearded Viking children and then fucked off. It's kind of like, literally, I mean, it's going to be hardcore Counter-Strike enthusiasts and people who've been in the scene the longest period of time that are going to deal with the fallout from this. You know, it's our livelihoods that could be jeopardized. It's us that's going to have to kind of help rebuild and pick up the pieces. I honestly think a lot of these people will fucking move on to other games and other scams ultimately, now that I think we can safely say this whole gambling thing was just a get-rich-quick scheme.
Yeah, now that all our skins have been pillaged, mate, it's time to move on.
Yeah, exactly, mate. Just like one of them.
Can't be another Valve game, though.
Well, yeah, I mean, not as things stand at the moment, I guess. But, yeah, pretty fucking crazy to think that literally, you know, the biggest offenders just came into Counter-Strike and were blindly accepted. I mean, this is one of the great things about the Counter-Strike scene in general. We're open to new ideas. We're not very precious about, like, where our talent comes from and shit like that. And we were like, hey, this is great. Big Call of Duty organizations getting involved in fucking Counter-Strike. This is awesome. Look at them. They're supporting teams. This is amazing. What's that? They're all so fucking tied to all of these skins gambling sites, and they're just using our fucking scene to make money. Well, that's not quite as cool, is it? You know, and I was looking at some of the sticker sales for some of these teams, hugely popular, you know, and they've got a lot of support and already a very big fan base. And yet we've talked about these ties, and I won't go over the same stuff again, but it surely is only a matter of time before FaZe and Wild get fucking paired up properly. Someone finds the smoking gun for that.
I think they've been trying to bury it, but all gets found eventually.
It all comes out in the wash, mate. So, look, let's talk about one of the first things that happened. I was a little bit perplexed by the reaction of this. You can fucking correct me if I'm wrong, Sam. You usually do. But CSGO Double, one of the first sites to make an official statement in the aftermath of the Valve announcement about what they were going to be doing. And it was just a simple statement. It was just a little thing. I think we got a screen cap of it on Imager. And it was just the future of gambling. Dear CSGO Doublers, dear Doublers. I like that. They're doublers. Dear child gamblers, a.k.a. doublers.
Dear money halfers.
It's unreal, right? In light of the recent announcement from Valve, CSGO Double has decided to close operations. Effective immediately, we will no longer be accepting deposits. Those with existing balances are encouraged to withdraw at the earliest convenience. Please keep in mind that our bots will be under heavy load. Please remain patient while we deal with cashing everyone out. Roulette will remain open for now while we work to cash everyone out. Thank you for being part of this amazing project. Cheers, Fubar. And then, like I say, a little bit of a joke at the end. Press F to pay respect. I mean, I don't think a lot of people are going to necessarily be mourning the passing of gambling unless their pockets were getting mad fucking heavy through the profits made from what has now been determined to be illegal fucking gambling. Yeah, press F to pay respects.
Not
Nah, it's all
determined
right,
yet.
mate.
Not yet. Not
All
yet.
right, okay, well, possibly, but certainly against Valve's terms of service and something that shouldn't have been fucking happening.
Yeah.
So, and the reaction to that was a little bit strange because, fair enough, CSGO Double. It sounds all fair, there's nothing egregious or offensive in that statement. And then somebody made a Reddit thread which had a comment, and again, it was just Twitch chat or chat on the official site. It's kind of hard to tell just from the screenshot. It says, I don't care about skins. This is Fubar. I don't care about skins, lol. I'll buy more skins if I have to. I just want everyone to get their coins out. And then people fucking made this reaction thread, like, top comment, good guy Fubar. Good guy. What a good guy. Yeah, I'll let everyone cash out, and I'll buy skins if I have to. Motherfucker can't afford it. Like, has been running a site that is just a license to fucking print money for the longest period of time, just wrecking everybody. But everyone's like, yeah, what a nice guy. We're allowed to get our money back, are we? Thanks, mate. That's fucking crazy. I want you to think about the logic if, like, a big fucking company did something like this. Like Comcast, for example, right? One of the most, reviled companies in America if you look at fucking social media. And, they'll do something like, somebody will complain and they'll go, well, we recognize that we maybe didn't have this right agreement in place, but we will let you to continue to use your internet if you just pay us that outstanding amount of money over there. And it's just like they basically don't give you anything that you shouldn't have got anyway. They just say, well, look, we're not going to escalate it. It just gives them, it's all good, right? Like they just fucking do what a company does. And you can say that's bad and good. And yeah, they've done some pretty fucking heinous things. We've all heard the phone calls from their customer services thing. I remember that fucking one in their retentions company where literally a guy was egregiously refusing to let someone cancel his contract. There's plenty of reasons why you might come across stuff, why they're not popular. But this is a ridiculous reason to praise anybody. Fubar, I will buy the skins back. Yeah, you kind of fucking have to, Like, people have fucking deposited those. Everyone wants to cash out now for obvious fucking reasons. You're closing down. People should get their fucking inventory and the value back. Am I mad?
No. Seems just like, you should just say, Guy Fubar. Like, fair enough, he is a human. Like,
yeah, he has
he's
done
not a
the
scumbag.
he has done the bare minimum to not qualify as a scumbag. So, really surprised that everyone's like, yeah, this is great. And it just blew my fucking mind that people were like literally going to give this site a pass just because they were going to allow people to cash out the money that they put in. So I thought that was surprising. Then, of course, while we were on air, CSGO Wild, my favorite gambling website. This video, all our videos are kind of sponsored by CSGO Wild because I'll never get tired of talking about these greedy, grasping, fake, false motherfuckers, which totally, by the way, do have fucking inexplicable ties to FaZe, which they've tried to cover up in light of watching other companies get fucking sued. They're registered in fucking Antigua. They are fucking dirty as fuck. So, around about the same time, they put a tweet out there. Right? Everyone was saying, fucking hell, we can't withdraw. We can't withdraw our inventory. What's going on here? And I reckon CSGO Wild were just going through the motions of what can we get away with at this point? The Valve announcements happened. What can we potentially get away with here? And I think they just turned it off. I'm like, well, let's just see what happens if we keep everything. Bing! And they just sit back and they do their little evil finger tap. I don't know why evil people do this. It's just something that happens, isn't it? They just do that. Bond villains, Mr. Burns, all the best people seem to do this. Anyway, so they just fucking sit back and they're watching it. And everyone's like, fucking hell, I can't withdraw my fucking skins because everyone's full panicking, like, oh, my skins, get them out, sell them while they're worth something. Like, everyone's mad panicking like it's the fucking apocalypse. And then Reddit threads spring up. People were talking about it. We mentioned it on our show. And, of course, they put out a tweet, like, saying, it's not happening. It's not happening. That's definitely not what's happening. It's just an error, we're having some pricing issues. And they put that out. There was a couple of tweets initially saying rumors have been made that we've disabled withdrawals in move of Valve's announcement. It's not true. I mean, it was true. People couldn't withdraw, but it's like, we didn't do that. And this is not true. Just experiencing pricing issues that we're working to resolve. Sorry for the inconvenience. And then they did another tweet. Attention, we're experiencing pricing issues. And if you looked at what was happening in the pricing issues, it's, again, strange that the pricing issues were working in favor of CSGO Wild. Now, if it was any other site, I'd be willing to give them the benefit of the doubt. But again, for all the reasons I've just cited, Sam, with them being dirty assholes, right? I mean, the dirtiest asshole, right? This is why I can't give them the benefit of the doubt. Because interestingly enough, these pricing issues coincidentally just happened to work to their advantage. And what it was doing was it was taking knives that had like value, and then it was fucking the value up, so you weren't going to get your value out if you withdrew. So why would that happen? You know, it seems a bit weird, right? So, you know, and there was, people took some screenshots of it, you know, and again, look, they've tried to do what CSGO Double did in the aftermath of this. There was an announcement on their Steam community page, which again, I don't know what the future of the Steam community page would be. Kind of stands to reason if they're going to get issue with the cease and desist letter, you might want to shut down the Steam community page as well. And there's that guy, Gaji or Geji or
Gagey, yeah.
Geji, that fucker. With definitely no ties to FaZe, definitely none. He put up a statement in CSGO Wild, the Steam community page, saying, as many of you have heard, Valve announced that it will begin shutting down trading bots that are used with skin gambling websites. Today is July 14th, 2016. Wild has not been contacted by Valve. Give it time, mate. Give it time, do you know what I mean? Like, fucking hell. It's only been it's not even been 48 hours yet or whatever. Being a leader in the community, I don't even know what that means. Right? Like,
top money dealer, mate.
Yeah. Being one of the biggest thieves, you know, like as a proud scam artist, I would like to offer my 2 cents, which incidentally are your 2 cents that I took out your fucking pocket when you weren't looking. What the fuck is that? So being a leader in the community, and you know, I do feel that I look up to these guys. Oh, tell me CSGO Wild, tell me how to live my life. Please give me the moral guidance I need. Right? We worked day and night to provide. I mean, again, proofread your press statements. I think eSports want to have a word with you, mate. We worked day and night to provide a fun, safe place for users to win skins over the past year. And again, such a fucking Orwellian wording of the statement there. We wanted to provide a fun, safe place for users to win skins. You didn't do that, or your site would be called skinsgiveaway.com, winskins.com. What you did is you provided a place where people could gamble, and the majority of those people would lose skins, and you would pocket the profits. Not quite as nice sounding though, Sam. Doesn't have that nice little ring to it, does it? Doesn't have that fucking ring to it. We're thankful to everyone that's participated in the giveaways. Bet you fucking are. Rolling down the fucking street in a Bentley. Fucking mad grateful. So we're thankful to everyone that's participated in our giveaways, played on the site, and promoted us.
What is that? Our giveaways.
Yeah, giveaways as well.
Check that in.
Yeah. We gave stuff away as well, which we could do because everything we were getting,
it was your stuff.
Yeah, it was your. We gave your shit back to you in exchange for promotion and growth. Oh, thank you. It's like that fucking Mad Max movie. Fucking, what's it called? Imatan Joe, whatever, that mad cunt who lives up that mountain. When he comes out and he just sprays the water onto everyone. Thank you, Imatan Joe. We will never kill you and overthrow you now. Thank you. He's like, yeah, well, that's your fucking water for this month, you daft cunt. Yeah, you are so benevolent. The last guy used to pour acid on us. Like, fucking hell. What fucking... Yeah, unbelievable. Anyway, It says, we will stay online for users to withdraw their existing balances. If you see withdrawals disabled for 5 to 10 minutes, that means we're restocking the store with skins from our reserves. We are ready to purchase extra skins to make sure everyone gets withdrawn. Cheers, mate. I'm sure you're going to be really out of pocket at the end after having run this business for God knows how long. Thanks, all of you, for your support. Our team has been working on a secret project. Everything you do, secret, you fuckers. Everything you do is fucking secret. Our team has been working on a secret project for the past few months. What is it? You fucking... It's not FaZe, is it? It's unreal, isn't it? Our team's been working on a secret project for the past few months. All we can say is stay tuned. #GoWild. I like to have my own hashtag there. Fuck off. It's a popular hashtag. Unbelievable. So here's the thing as well. Like, what I've noticed about CSGO Wild is it's strange. They're never influenced by anything that's happening. All of it, Valve haven't contacted us, so we're just going to keep going. I don't know. What's the problem? Like, they're just not influenced by anything. FaZe, what's that? We deleted all of these tweets where we had FaZe people just happen to be visiting Antigua and winning money on our site and fucking doing really fake reactions to winning big amounts of money. Definitely nothing there, though. Nothing there. And by the way, me and Sam are going to do a video just compiling all of this evidence, because just in case anybody out there is like, but Richard John, aren't you liable here? Right? Isn't there a legal problem you need to worry about? You're not even saying allegedly any. Right, okay. I'll throw the allegedly in. Preface all of the sentences that went before with it. Oh, I'm crazy. It's all alleged, right? You'll notice all I've said is they have some very strange, inexplicably strong ties to FaZe. Never out and out accused them of anything, but we're gonna have a closer look at that. That's worth a video in and of itself. But here's something else I wanted to mention. If you look on the Steam group on July the 1st, which is when stuff really started, bubbling up. CSGO Wild had put a US block on their site. So earlier in the month, you just were blocked, and everyone was like, what the fuck's going on? So they came out and they were like, to be clear, our block has nothing to do with any issues with the US or Valve directly. Nothing to do with it, mate. Just doing it. We did this on our own accord.
Lied.
On how we feel about the regulatory landscape with skins in the CSGO community going forward. So all of that shit that you coincidentally didn't give a fuck about when you set your business up, when you deliberately registered your business in Antigua to avoid US regulatory laws, you didn't give a fuck about it then, but coincidentally in July, just when this whole thing starts snowballing and coming to a head, and you're all deleting your little Twitter stuff and panic, head for the hills, taking stuff out your Twitter bios, which has all been documented, because you guys must know once something's on the fucking internet, it's on the fucking internet. You didn't care then, you care now. And it's, hey, we did this on our own accord, definitely on our own accord. We're not doing it because we saw the Winds of Change by the fucking Scorpions was being played. Reference game incredibly on point, I must say. And fucking, yeah, we didn't do it for that. We did, we totally would have done this anyway. We would have done this anyway. Even if we could have gone on not doing it, we would have done it. If we could have made a million more, we wouldn't have done it. This is the way to do it. The way we just did it now. Fuck up. We hope that other gaming websites serving skins will follow suit. Again, we're leaders in the community, guys. We've done some of the most nefarious and dodgy stuff too, but we now hope that everyone will follow our lead, because we're the good guys, everybody. We're the good guys. CSGO Wild, we're the good guys. So we hope that other gaming websites serving skins will follow suit and reevaluate where they stand regarding local laws and regulations. We'll have an alternative out for the US on our site very soon. Interesting. US secret project, anybody? US users cannot join or create games at this time, but you can deposit and withdraw from our store. As always, we're just getting started, and things will only get more wild from here on out. They were fucking right about that. They were fucking right about that, mate. It did get more wild, didn't it? It got really wild. Thanks for playing with us. You fucking playing with you are playing with us, mate. You are. You're playing with yourself as well, you fucking mad bastards. We're excited for you to see what comes next. So we're not even just excited to see what comes next. We're excited for you, dog. Our shit's so good, we don't even get excited for ourselves. We get excited. It's like Santa. It's like Santa coming to a children's hospital, but he doesn't just have presents, Sam. He's got the cure. He's got the cure. Christ. He's going around. Here you go, little. Yeah, here you go, mate. Oh, Santa. First of all, you're real. Can I just say, like, this isn't a fucking chemotherapy-induced hallucination. No, here you go. I've got the cure. I'm excited for you to see what you're gonna get. No, we're just cool like that. What the fuck is this shit? Unbelievable. So anyway, that's CSGO Wild. So the other thing that came up was CSGO Lotto, which was really the site that kind of, I mean, I would say equally CSGO Diamonds with their fake rolls, and the Mo issue that kind of started that was the very start of the snowball. I think the CSGO Lotto scandal blew up. It got signal boosted by huge YouTubers, by so many people that. Just a huge reach, huge story, mainstream media, BBC reporting on it, that it really was a CSGO Lotto that pushed us over the edge. And I thought it was interesting because CSGO Lotto, obviously they've been putting out all these like fucked up apologies. Like I wanted to do a video, I didn't have time. T. Martin's apology with the dog. We're like dancing with the fucking I'm human too. Look, I empathize with animals. I'm definitely not a sociopath. It's unreal. Like, that is the most fake shit I've ever seen. That is fake as fuck, dog. That's unreal. Anyway, like, he deleted that. And he's deleted a bunch of shit. Like, every time he makes a statement, he's always like, what the fuck are you doing? People hate you more than Martin Shkreli, you fucking idiot. Stop this. We're going into a fucking lawsuit. You can't be dancing with a dog. Fucking, what's he doing? Why is he dancing with his Labrador? I can't get my head around it, mate.
It's just like us, mate. Look, he's got a dog, he's got a mansion that your skin's paid for, and views.
Like, the thing is as well, it's so contradictory that before he's doing the little with the fucking dog and all that fake straight to camera bullshit, he's equally trying to appeal to, like, he's like you, like he's like one of us. He's so down to earth. He's just one of us, mate. And then it's like he's equally putting out tweets. Look at my massive 5-bedroom house and sports car. To think a 15-year-old kid who loves games has all of this. Thanks for making my dreams come true. How did we make your dreams come true, T. Martin? You believed in me? I certainly didn't ream your fucking pockets for every fucking penny I could and sell my fucking soul to fucking even Satan. Oh, I don't know about this, T. Martin, mate. Are you fucking sure what you want to do? You really want to do this? Yep, I just want to take as much money as possible from my young, impressionable fucking fan base. That's a bit much, mate. Look, trust me on this one, Satan dog. I'll give you 25%. All right, fuck it. I'm in. Just remember, right, whatever you do, don't dance with your fucking Labrador, whatever you do. Like, sure, Satan, I got it covered, bro. I know what I'm doing here. Like, this fucking guy. Anyway, I couldn't believe this. So, CSGO Lotto was the site, and they closed down the webpage and said, oh, don't worry, it's nothing to worry about, nothing to see here. Shut it down. Shut it down. Right? And it came down. And then when people were going to CSGO Lotto, there was a thread made by a chap called Liquid Drop over in the H3H3 Productions subreddit. And obviously, H3H3 Productions, Ethan, all those boys, they really fucking highlighted it. That they helped blow that story up. So they're still interested in it. And as we found out when we talked to Ryan Morrison said, Ethan actually wants to now start dedicating more and more of his time to cleaning up the internet. Thank fuck, right? If only more people would do it. But someone said, if you go to CSGO Lotto and you wait 5 seconds, the page redirects you to SteamLot, which is another fucking gambling site. And I'm like, that can't be legit. It was fucking legit, Sam. That was happening.
It was.
And then it gets crazier, because the domain for that is covered by a Whois cloaking service, which I think you can get from like Cloudflare. And it's like, oh, we're in Russia and stuff. And the guy put the details up and ran a who is on it. And you can see there's some screenshots in that thread of people going, why am I being redirected to here? And there was like some new admin. And then people were complaining about getting scammed by their winnings. So they weren't even able to get the winnings on this fucking Steam lot thing. So a few hours later, the redirect just stopped. A few hours after this thread got put up, it stopped. And I was talking to the guy who really is to thank for all of this, the Call of Duty YouTuber on the call, and he'd been in touch with them, and they were like, someone had maliciously injected a virus into CSGO Lotto through an exploit in their chat, which was making everything redirect to Steamlot. Now, all right, benefit of the doubt, Sam. Benefit of the fucking doubt for me, because that can happen, right?
I mean,
it can
actually know, but probably.
You'd be amazed what you can do. You'd be fucking amazed, mate. So I was like, okay, looks like what someone's done is a smaller, less known gambling site has tried to capitalize on the CSGO Lotto hype and all of the story, and they've injected this malicious code, and then all the CSGO Lotto people were like, but say it isn't so, T Martin, now give me back my fucking skins. Why are you dancing with the dog, you daft cunt? Right? They have gone there and have been redirected to Steamlot, so it would make sense from a malicious purpose. But then I'm looking at the Steamlot terms of service, Sam. I don't know, have you had a look at this?
Yeah.
You looked at this?
I'm bringing it up as well now, so everyone else can enjoy it.
So I'm just having a little look, right? And I'm like, okay, well, what's all this? And I went down to geographic restrictions. And it's like the owner of the website is based in the state of Florida in the United States. I'm like, that's fucking Florida. Like, it's a bit close to home, that, isn't it? You know, like, what would, you know, why would that be the case? And T. Martin lives in Orlando, Florida.
Yeah.
He can't be real. That has to be a troll. Like, it just tell me that's a troll. That has to be a fucking troll. It literally, it cannot be legit, mate. That's got to be. They've done that. Steamlot have done that for a joke. Right, it's a sick joke, mate. Because the idea that coincidentally the site would redirect from CSGO Lotto, and the owner of Steamlot happens to live in... I mean, you know, lots of people live in Florida, obviously. But come on. That's what I mean. And a lot of people are saying, it's T. Martin again. It can't be T. Martin again. Not while he's facing charges. He wouldn't do that. No one has the balls. That is like O.J. Simpson writing that book, If I Did It, mate. I'm not saying I did it, but if I fucking did, which I did, but if I did, which I didn't, but I did, if I did, right, this is what I would have done, right? And I did, but I didn't, because I got off with it, and if I did, right? So like, it's like T. Martin's if I did it moment. So it can't be. It's got to be a troll. And all the people that are saying, you know, T. Martin lives in Florida. This is T. Martin again. I will not believe that. I cannot believe that. So, yeah. So just a ridiculous series of events that have been happening in the aftermath. It's like some people are just saying, okay, shut it down. The tent's coming down. The marquee's over. The festival's over. People are going out and you know, some people are literally just going to keep the skins. Some people are going to try and do the right thing, give it back. There are probably people who want to still operate in the space moving forward. But, you know, we don't really know how it's going to go. But, like, some people are going to desperately try and just milk the last out of it. Totally get why. Totally get why. But yeah, I just literally couldn't fucking believe that shit. That just blew my fucking mind. Now, here's the other thing that happened, right? Now, I know you fucking have got some views on this for sure, because this is another one of those videos where it's, I feel like I'm doing most of the talking here, Sam.
As is most every video we do.
Yeah, but, you know, we need more Sam in our lives.
Your name comes first in the title for a reason, mate.
Yeah, that's just... I'm the one with a few more functioning organs. That's how we do it, you know. He's got half a liver.
Do it by
so
lifespan.
he can go first. Yeah, do it by his, yeah. Who's going to die first? Who knows? Age before beauty, Sam. So anyway, look, right, Twitch and third-party terms of service and user agreements. So Twitch released a statement. And what were we fucking saying on all of our videos? Twitch is going to come out and say something. Twitch must have a stance on this. And famously, Twitch just haven't had a stance on it. It's like they go, yeah, try not to gamble for more than half an hour. You know, it's like those cunts who come round in a casino and just give you a nudge in the ribs, you know. You're all right there, mate. You fucking blitzed, like you've been awake for like days, like fucking chain smoking, shakes, like drinking a fucking heavy gin and tonic, like give me 5 lemons. 5 lemons. And then legally obliged to just come round and give you a nudge in the ribs. Do you want to get a sandwich, mate? You know, do you want to take a break? No, I'm all right, mate. Yeah, sound. Don't worry, have another drink then. Fuck it, yeah. That's what Twitch's stance has always been. That there was some streamer in Australia, I think, whose name escapes me. A very small streamer. He got hit with it, and he went slightly over. He did like an hour or something of gambling. Got his stream banned. And was complaining about it on the Twitch subreddit, and people were like, well, you know, don't expect an official response from Twitch because we all know they play favorites, which they absolutely fucking do. Guys like Mo, and again, Mo's a fucking friend. Guys like Phantom Lord really like fucking Phantom Lord. You know, these are people who've been allowed to just literally gamble incessantly. You go on their stream and it's like, yeah, it's a CSGO stream. It's got 50,000 people, you know, watching it, and you're like, well, what's he going to be doing? Is he going to be playing the game? Hey, he's not playing the game. If he's either gambling or he's opening cases. And they're the two. I'll take a break from that gambling by opening some cases, which I'm going to use to fucking gamble with. And he's definitely done it for more than 30 minutes at a time. And Twitch definitely didn't give a fuck. Right? So, Twitch and third-party terms of service user agreement statement comes out, and it says, today Valve released an announcement clarifying the intended use of Steam's trading system and OpenID API. Valve specifically notes that using the Open API and making the same web calls as Steam uses to run a gambling business is not allowed by our API nor our user agreements. As a reminder, per Twitch's terms of service, broadcasters are not permitted to stream content that breaks the terms of service or user agreements of third parties, and as such, content in which the broadcaster uses or promotes service that violate Valve's stated restrictions is prohibited on Twitch. Our rules of conduct list other examples, such as playing pirated games and playing on unauthorized private servers. So, very interesting, because key thing to note here, Valve say they've not changed anything. It's just like they're clarifying it. You know, like, we never wanted any of this. It was never allowed. It was never allowed, okay? So we're going to issue cease and desist letters now, but it was never allowed, by the way. And we've never facilitated it, never agreed with it, never made any money from it, never had business arrangements with any of these sites. So that was always the case. And if that was always the case, then Twitch should have enforced this policy at that time, but didn't. And a lot of people are like, again, fucking, oh, good guy, Twitch. Twitch enforce other games developers' terms of service because they want to be able to have the rights to broadcast the games through Twitch. If you didn't do that, then obviously they're not allowed to broadcast the games. They lose that right. They lose traffic on the site. They lose streamers on the site. It's a bad decision. It's a bad business decision. So obviously they're going to come out and do this at this point. It's not some big benevolent move. It's not good guy Twitch at all. If anything, it's Twitch doing what they should have done at the time. And I've said this before in the show, little disappointing kinks coming out of the Twitch, machinery now. Like how it's like, hey, a guy says something bad about a Riot employee, well, we're going to ban him for harassment. But then we allow other people to do other things that are arguably worse, but they're more popular, and Riot aren't specifically lobbying for them to be banned by Twitch. We know Riot employees have a very good relationship with Twitch. We've seen multiple crossover in terms of employment. We've seen also people publicly say, Riot employees publicly fucking tweet, right, well, we're gonna have a word with Twitch about this. We're gonna do what we can. Nicole Slaw, her stream still down. Never abused an animal on the stream. Riot saw it, didn't like it. She happened to play League of Legends. Well, that's the end of that then. Fuck your livelihood. You handled your cat slightly rough. So Twitch have always been, how should we say, flexible in their application of this rule. And this is just an enforcement of something that should have happened before. Now, the numbers in the aftermath, Sam, this is where it gets worrying. Have you seen the numbers?
No, I have not.
So I got someone tweeted them at me the other day. We were actually below Dungeons and Dragons on the late night streams, and I thought to myself, that's got to be because there's no big streamers on. There is no Mo, or there is no Dazed, or there is no Steel. You know, like it's obviously just a little, you know, up and coming guys streaming, and they get like 1,000, 2,000, you know, and that's that. So I went on and had a look, and it was, you know, fucking Swag was streaming, Dazed was streaming, you know, it was like big name CS streamers, and the highest streamer was like 2,700.
Yeah, I did see that screenshot actually. The one with the Dren as well. Dren was streaming, Hiko was streaming as well, I think.
So, you know, it does make me wonder how many people were here just to watch. It's inexplicable to me, but how many people weren't here to watch gameplay? You know, I see a lot of threads on the subreddit, like someone made a thread saying, "Isn't this glorious?" It is, but it's if you love gameplay. But if everything you're doing is predicated on viewing numbers, if you run a business and it's predicated on viewing numbers, that's not a good fucking thread to be making, dude. That's not heaven on earth. That's this is how dead game syndrome starts.
I never understood why people would I ever argued that people were gambling. It's not like when people were gambling, other people didn't stream. People still played the game. Yeah. Days did still play the game when people were gambling. This is just worse. Like, now, I don't have to look down with my eyes. Like,
yeah, and of course, you know, they would drive traffic with, you know, skins giveaways. They would drive traffic, you know, a bunch of, you know, other stuff. So, and obviously they would on occasion gamble themselves. So, you know, I am a little bit worried in terms of what the initial broadcasting future is going to be. And that's why it's important that mainstream outlets like E-League and you know, what ESL are achieving by expanding into other countries and other territories. It's vitally important that we start doing that now, because now we need to really sell the game over again, because we do not have this artificial you know, crutch. We do not have the crutch of gambling anymore to prop up our viewing numbers. So it's hugely important that we start selling the game and make people fall in love with the game for the right fucking reasons now. A lot of negative headlines surrounding CSGO. Like, we moved past the in-game violence thing. We moved past the terrorist thing. Then we got fucking jacked. We got hit with the gambling thing. And now we're having to move past that. And it's just one thing after another. And this is why I keep saying that people do not obviously fucking care about growing this game. It's smash and grab. Like, the people who've come into Counter-Strike, it's the equivalent of a fucking ram raid. Go on, then. Go on, Dave. Fucking ram it right into the offie. Get the fags. Get the fags. Get the fags. Get the fucking bottle of vodka. Get them. And for people watching this, what's he on about? The fag obviously means cigarette in the UK. Don't fucking put your hate speech on me. Get them. Go on, get that fucking. I like brandy. Fucking get that. Don't you come right to our fucking hell, the car's fucked. Fucking hell. And that's it. That's literally what they've done. And no one's thought about sustainability or long-term growth. And here we are again facing a difficult task. And it's going to be the good folk that are going to have to fucking, you know, rebuild it, go out there again, sell the game again, you know, bring in this new generation of fans. And basically answer to the mainstream media, because they're waiting. Mainstream media are waiting to point the fucking finger. We're going to have to deal with that. And it's just fucking sad. It's just fucking sad, actually, that this wasn't rooted out sooner, so we were not dealing with a bigger problem and a bigger drop-off, because you're going to get a lot of fucking doom and gloom merchants. You know, and there's a bit of a perfect storm going on. Other games are out there right now. You know, Overwatch has just come out. People are looking over at that. Big viewing numbers. People are moving. You know, gamers get bored quite quickly with a lot of games. You know, some games can lose their appeal after 2-3 years, and people want to try out new things, and that's cool, right? But yeah, there's definitely some cause for concern, but nothing I don't think that we can't overcome. And then the final thing I just want to bring in this little summary was Bryce Blum, attorney at law, which makes him sound really cool. and I know Bryce, and he's not really cool, but he's a nice guy. He has done an op-ed on ESPN, basically saying, explaining what the ramifications of this might mean. And it's a super long article, and I definitely don't want to summarize Bryce's work because it's worth your time to read. But there's a very interesting part where he talks about the impact on the esports landscape. And just this key bit here that I think is worth mentioning. He says, the fact that Valve's statement relies on API misuse is particularly telling. So long as sites can find a way to comply with the terms of use, they may be allowed to continue operating. There is also the potential that Valve's stance could be overboard, eliminating all skin-based betting, not simply the sites that operate illegally. So it all hangs in balance.
What did I say to you yesterday? Huh?
Yeah.
You want to tickle my hoop a little bit, mate?
How do I want to tickle your hoop?
When I was saying they're saying API a lot, I think they're gonna find a way to use it. I don't think they're actually banning it. Like, there's no fucking way, mate. They're definitely banned it. You're out of your fucking mind.
No, I said you're out of your fucking mind that you don't think they're going to issue genuine cease and desist letters saying, on the.
No, I said they're gonna make them stop using the open API. I'm telling you, mate.
Okay. What? So you think there'll be a specific gambling API?
Yeah. And I reckon what they're going to try and make it do is they're going to make sure that there's no way anyone can know the rules. Basically, they might implement their own... What I thought they're going to do is they're going to implement their own legislation, and then...
We've all had a drink.
It is early. And then remove the way to cash out. Is that the angle I think they're going to take. They're going to remove being able to cash out, and then they're going to make gambling have rules. Mark my words. The first part of the prophecies come true.
All right, well, your words are duly marked. So obviously you've got to get into Wii League now. I'm going to have another glorious day there. But we just wanted to summarize all of that stuff for you. Hopefully listening to this makes it a lot easier to keep up with what's going on, because there's just so much crazy stuff going on in the scene right now that obviously I understand it can be very difficult. I'm working a full-time job as well. So you've all got my sympathies. But this is a huge and very interesting time for Counter-Strike and the development of Counter-Strike. And I think it's important that we document it correctly. Now, just in terms of future content, the good news is there's going to be more coming. I'm writing a column over on the E-League website now, so I'm trying to do a bit more written work. So for fans of that, there'll be something over there for you to read. Obviously, the videos are going to come thick and fast. As soon as something interesting happens, we're going to try and document it. And again, it's just so people can download this, and listen to it, or listen. We'd obviously rather you listen to it on YouTube, and help grow the channel. And basically, it's just there so you literally don't have to fucking scour and try and troll through social media and what people are talking about and everything. So that's the purpose of these videos. And the other thing as well is we are going to break some news. We are going to do some independent videos. I already told you we're going to do some stuff about FaZe. We're going to start documenting this shit and basically naming and shaming people, what they've done wrong, so you guys can start making some informed decisions. Because the thing that really offends me is that we're talking about personal choice. I'm a big believer in personal choice, personal responsibility, that if you're an adult and you can make adult decisions, you should be allowed to make those adult decisions on that basis, and you should be well informed before you make those decisions. And if you are well informed, go fucking make them. Have at it. That's what I believe. And people aren't being well informed. They're being fucking lied to across the board. And we got to start outing these liars, because we have given them ample opportunity to come clean and to be open about what they did to make money during this unregulated period. These people haven't done that, and they're still lying to you now, and you have a right to know. So I'm going to make sure that you do. That's going to be my job and Sam's job, and hopefully that helps you make better decisions moving forward. Anyway, I'm off to go do E-League. Sam's off to go and pick his hoop, and I
will be at E-League as well.
Yeah, he will be at E-League. Is doing stuff at E-League. But anyway, thanks a lot for watching this video, and we will see you on the next one.
Rest in peace,